Welcome back. We are finally here. This is the grand final of the WOGL IeSF US qualifier. It's going to be a best of 5. Why does it say best of 3? Goodness. Let me change that really quick. I have to find my scoreboard thing. Let's put 5. It's like very... There we go. Show scoreboard. Show scoreboard. There we go. Very painless indeed. But either way, it's going to be a best of 5 between spawning in at the 12 o'clock position. The purple Zerg player, LiquidSheth, his opponent. At the 3:30 position, the green Zerg player, EGIdra. And you see, oh, it says 1-0. Why didn't you fix that? You fixed the 5. Why didn't you fix the 1? Well, that 1 is supposed to be there. Sheth got to this point through the winner's bracket. He never dropped to the lower bracket. He has beaten Idra before in this tournament. It was a best of 3. He won 2-1. Sheth was the person who knocked Idra down to the lower bracket. So Sheth's going to start off the series ahead 1-0. So he only needs to win twice. He only needs to win twice to secure his ticket to Korea to play in the IeSF finals. Idra and Sheth talking about balance. Sheth and Idra, I hear they're talking about creating a new imbalanced show. Maybe Sheth is going to join that with Artosis. Oh man, I think Idra knows this is going to be streamed. But either way, Idra starting out with a 15 hatch, Sheth on the other side of things, putting down a gas and a spawning pool. Very safe build here from LiquidSheth. But yeah, this is a best of 5. So obviously the first person to 3 wins. Idra throwing down a suggestion. Let's just talk about how silly the other aces are entire time in ZVZ final. But yeah, so the winner of this series will secure their ticket to Korea to play in that tournament to represent Team USA. By the way, yeah, Sheth opening up with that gas first, then pool build. Idra starting off with the hatchery and then putting a pool down and then getting that gas. Actually, I think he got the gas before the pool. That's okay. But yeah, Idra a lot more economical in this situation. Sheth not being greedy at all, doing like the safest build in the book. And again, the thing we have to look out for is how many drones remain in that gas extractor. We see Sheth has already pulled out 3 drones from that extractor. In the meantime, Idra keeping guys in gas for now. Doesn't quite have 100 though, so we can't tell much from that thus far. Overlord coming forward from Idra, scouting around, seeing what he can figure out. Sees the links coming out from Sheth. At the same time, Sheth knows exactly what his opponent is doing. Idra immediately throwing down that spine crawler to try to fend away these initial Zerglings coming forward from LiquidSheth. Idra leaving 1 guy in gas, even though he's at 100 gas. Something to consider. Sheth keeping those guys out of gas. But in the meantime, Zerglings coming forward from LiquidSheth. There are Zerglings here from EGIdra to fend those off, though. So Idra gets his expansion up a lot earlier than his opponent. Harvester count is about even at 17-17. Queen finished for Idra at his natural expansion. Going to be injecting right away. Still only 1 guy in gas. About 50% on that metabolic boost speed upgrade. Now Sheth returning every single one of his guys to gas. So again, that implies a Roach Warren going to be put down by LiquidSheth. And we'll have to see how, if Idra ends up doing some sort of crazy all-in shenanigan of his own to exploit the fact that his opponent put down that Roach Warren. But keep in mind, Idra doesn't know about that Roach Warren. So obviously, if he knew that was happening, maybe put down a Baneliness and try to exploit it, but he could just try to turn this into a late game, as repetitive as that sounds. Either way, back in Idra's base, Queen popping out, doing some damage to these Zerglings, and still only 1 drone in gas. So Idra not looking to transition anytime soon, getting that drone count way up there. 24 out of 23, but it has 4 more in production, so it will go up to 28. And Sheth making a lot of Zerglings here. Sheth has 14 Zerglings in production. Keep in mind his Roach Warren is done as well. So, producing roaches too. Is Sheth done with drones? And look at this, Idra actually throwing down a Baneling Nest. A very interesting play indeed. But Idra coming forward with these Zerglings to his opponent's natural expansion. And we'll have to see what happens here. Idra going to be backing away. Sheth has too many links for Idra to want to handle. And keep in mind, this Roach Warren is done. There we go. 4 roaches coming out from LiquidSheth. Idra's Baneling Nest is about 70% of the way done. Idra backing up. Might engage at the ramp. That's exactly what he's going to do, using this Queen and Spinecrawler to help him defend. But either way, Idra had 50 to 44 supply. Again, you can't tell too much from that. 32 to 23 is that Harvester lead for EG's Idra. So definitely ahead in that regard. Baneling Nest just now completing for IeGiDra as well. And he's building drones behind this, guys. He's an Evolution Chamber and an Extractor as well. Very interesting indeed. And Sheth coming out to the natural expansion with his roaches. I'm pretty sure IeGiDra saw that. Backing away for now. Now, Sheth has a timing here where he has roaches, his opponent doesn't. But what he has to be careful about is when he moves out, I mean, there's that potential of a counterattack from IeGiDra. So he has to be very careful about that. Sheth just chilling in his base for now with his 2 queens, 4 roaches. Producing lots of roaches behind this. IeGiDra trying to get by, trying to get some scouting information done. One Zergling does not get by, tries to get up the ramp at the same time. Sheth coming forward with 2 Zerglings of his own to try to get some scouting information of his own, but they will get denied by a queen and a spine crawler. But yeah, IeGiDra, Roachhorn is about to complete. His harvester count is looking pretty darn good right now. 43 to the 35 of his opponent, and IeGiDra making 8 roaches right now. At the same time, Sheth producing lots of drones. So again, whenever you're building drones, you are vulnerable. IeGiDra making nothing but roaches in that production tab. Has Zerg missile attacks at level 1. This could be his timing. Perhaps. Remains to be seen. +1, pretty good timing. 2 Banelings behind, good for defense. I like it. I like it. I approve. But either way, Sheth getting a layer at his natural expansion. And we'll have to see what ends up happening here. I mean, IeGiDra still hasn't made a drone in a while. 2 more Overlords on the way. He is supply blocked. It's a little bit disappointed for him. Disappointing, I should say. 2 Queens coming forward trying to take out this Overlord. They will succeed, and that will supply block Sheth. And Sheth has 2 Overlords in production, but he is supply blocked pretty severely at this point. IeGiDra making 5 Overlords, doesn't even want to mess with being supply blocked. 3, 4, 5 roaches on the way. Missile attacks level 1 almost done. Nothing but Zerglings and roaches at this point from EGIdra. This could be his timing. Sheth putting down a 3rd. IeDiDra still ahead in the harvester count. 43 to 40 has been making nothing but units for the past minute and a half. Small engagement here in the middle of the map between Zerglings, and both will back away. IeDiDra, what's his plan? His plan might be to push. It might be to push now. Still nothing but roaches. Not a drone in a while. More roaches on the way. More Zerglings on the way. IeDiDra. He's pushing. IeDiDra coming forward to the middle of the map with all of these roaches. Will Sheth be prepared for this? Doesn't have as many roaches as IeDiDra, I don't think. 22 to 16 in favor of IeDiDra. Upgrade advantage will be for IeDiDra as well. He's hitting right as +1 missile attacks completes. Has lots of Zerglings reinforcing as well. IeDiDra, or Sheth, trying to throw down as many spine crawlers as he can to fend off this aggression from EGIdra, but will it be enough? That is the question. IeDiDra coming forward with a lot. Has 4 Banelings in this unit composition as well. Bringing forward Zerglings. Probably going to put the Banelings in the front to try to absorb those Zerglings. Roaches coming forward at the same time, approaching the natural expansion, taking down a lot of these roaches. IeDiDra has +1 missile complete. Banelings coming forward as well, doing plenty of damage to those roaches and spine crawlers, and IeDiDra overwhelming Sheth at this point of 110 to 99 supply coming forward with Zerglings. Sheth forced to pull all of his drones, but it won't be enough. IeDiDra just has way too much. I would not be surprised to see Sheth throw in the towel very soon here. He has very little going for him. 7 more roaches in production, +1 missile attack is about 60% of the way done. It's still a ways off. Queen coming forward from the main of Sheth, and IeDiDra reinforcing with more roaches, more Zerglings. IeDiDra up 94 to 53 supply, on the verge of equalizing the series. And there's the GG from LiquidSheth. Where's my overlay? Overlay's gone. There it is. So there's the GG from LiquidSheth. And IeDiDra equalizes the series 1-1. Don't go anywhere. This is a best of 5. Keep that in mind. We have at least 2 games to go. IeDiDra tearing through the losers bracket. Could he make it easy in the finals? Wait and see. Coming back for the WOGL IeSF US qualifier. Sheth versus IeDiDra, game number 2 coming up.